What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to another episode of my Path to Power, getting things kick-started here on Tuesday. And we're coming up against a very nice 4-3-2-1 Liga BBVA side. And there really was not too much action to be had in this match. Nice little sequence to get free down the line, cross it in, big Sturge there, and waiting nods it home in the 45th minute. As you guys know, there are loads and loads of goals scored in the 45th minute on FIFA. So that goal will come as no surprise. But he ends up sneaking one back. How does Messi fit that pass through to a waiting Cristiano Ronaldo? Hits a little P-roller and it creeps in the 61st minute. That's all that happened in regular time. That's all that happened in extra time. And we're headed straight away to PKs. And it just has not been my time with PKs recently. I haven't been winning them, not even close. I don't know what it's been, but it's been what it's been. I don't know. That's what we're going to go with. But he ends up finally getting through, and there were loads and loads of penalties. I could have stopped them. He was being, like, I outthought myself. I got in my own head. Oh, it was just an absolute mess of it. But he's going to end up taking me on penalties right there. Wanted to say thank you guys for your support on the 3-pack that was out on Sunday, the episode that was out yesterday. All the support does mean a lot, and it is very much appreciated. But finally, he will eventually, I come up here and just crank it off the crossbar. It's going to be this next one. Do a little Ashley Young impression and just bang it right off the bar to end up losing in penalties. So sorry for all of you England fans to have to go through what was essentially a very similar penalty from me that time. I thought he was going to send me a message, but lo and behold, we get our 1900 coins anyway, so whatever. We dominated the first 3 matches of that tournament, and to be fair, I dominated the majority of the final. I should have put the match stats up, but I did not. As you can see, many of our cards have sold from the day before. We decided to sell on, or put the regular Sessegnon back in our club, and decided to sell on this informed Sessegnon because he just hasn't been performing the way we would have liked him to. End up selling on Richardson and El Mohammadi as well. And they all end up selling relatively quickly. And so we're up to 418,828 coins at this point in time, which is a pretty nice coin total. Some of our bronze players have sold as well from the bronze pack that we bought in the last episode. And the silver, I believe it was a right back from Spain, has finally sold on as well. So all things considered, with the team that we have, we're sitting at a pretty decent coin total at this point in time. But we still can make more coins. And so I wanted to make some more coins and see where that would put us. So we go out and we do just a little bit of trading. Now, this is some very ambitious trading that I decided to do. I ended up doing this in about 25-30 minutes, so actually a very short amount of time. Not going to call it a power hour, not going to call it anything, because I ended up picking up one card like way later that we're going to eventually show you. But we pick up the team of the season, Simpson at right back. He's at a 4-1-2-1-2, and that is a huge buying point for someone who's going to want to go out and get him. 4-1-2-1-2 cards, the most expensive formation cards. We're hoping to get somewhere about 30K for him. Team of the season, Christian Eriksen. He's default set as a CAM, but he's moved back to CM, so that adds extra value on as well. We're hoping to get somewhere over 30K for him. And now I do something that I don't usually do. This is about the average-ish price for Lescott, maybe just over 50K, but those are the only 2 that are in the 4-2-2-2 formation, both of them on open bids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swoop both of them, put them both up for maybe 5, 6, 7K, even more, and see if we can't get someone to say, oh, you know, I don't want to pay the 3K for a 4-1-2 or a 4-2-2-2. I'm going to just swoop one of these, click buy now. We get the team of the season, Ter Stegen, as well. He's in a 4-3-3, which is an excellent formation for the Bundesliga, because you do have robbery, I guess that's one thing in itself, but Robin and Ribery, which means that they will be, a lot of people want to get them as far up the pitch as they can. So the 4-3-3 is a great formation to do that. We go out and we pick up an informed Kaká as well. I think it was 116,000, maybe something like that. Overpay for this Walcott right here. But if you're not, if you're not trying to trade cards, you're not making any money. I'd seen a Walcott sell earlier on the database for about 88,000 coins in the same formation. So we're hoping to do the same. You'll see as we go through and list everything right here. This is just going to be the first listing. As I'm doing this commentary, I just listed them maybe an hour ago or so. I don't know if they're going to sell yet. We're going to have to wait and see. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till some of them might not even be done and sold by the time this is released. So I encourage you not to buy the cards. But I think everything's up for a fair value. So I believe they all will sell. I'll drop the prices slowly. So eventually they'll sell and we will get our coins back at absolute minimum. Ter Stegen, give him a little boost right there. The tax there is maybe going to be 1,500 coins or so. So we'll still make 2,000 or 3,000 coins. And if you're not actively trading cards, and if your coins are just sitting there, guys, like invest your coins. It's kind of one of those things. It's like you can save all you want, but you got to have money to make money. And once you have that money, you've got to actively trade cards to grow that money. That's kind of a financial principle anyway. That's why people talk about good investments, bad investments. That's why they put aside money for savings for a rainy day, and the rest of the money they invest to try to grow their overall worth. But we pick up Steven Gerrard there for 10,000 coins, 10,250, something along those lines, maybe 11,250. But I saw a comment that said, "Hey Japes, can you use Gerrard?" And I was like, sure, why not? We end up picking up Richardson again because he's cheap, and we end up picking up Albrighton again because he's also real cheap, and they just nicely would finish out the side. Didn't want to go for anything fancy, just wanted to get some players in so I could have a few matches with this team, but he ends up turning it over to us right there. And little left trigger, right trigger, Daniel Sturridge. I don't know who his center back is, but I think it's Cannavaro actually looking down at the screen. Never ever gonna catch me. This guy was very, very ambitious with his goalkeeper as well. He brought him out in the silliest circumstances. But how about this for a little cleanup volley from Daniel Sturridge? Like, what kind of angle is that? He is a little wearing the is he wearing number 23, I believe? Bit of a Superman, that man out there for us so far. He scored loads and loads of goals. I don't know how many in the games that he's played so far, but I think he's got to be averaging about a hat-trick a game or something along those lines. Some nice teamwork here, and eventually Steven Gerrard plays a beautiful pass to Daniel Sturridge, little heel-to-heel chop, and finishes it nicely with his weaker right foot. I do not know what his weak foot ability is, and I know that shooting for the most part, he scored now 2 goals with his right foot, but I wouldn't score it unless you're going to happen to do a P-roll. This guy actually, I think, did not do that on purpose. I don't know what that was, but he scores an own goal there in the 67th minute. Albrighton here bursting free down the line. He steals it well, but plays a very, very sloppy and silly pass to Sturridge, who does a little fake shot inside, finishes it nicely with his finesse shot. What a player he is. Could have gone for step overs to get inside, but the guy was pressing, and I thought the fake shot was the best option. Finally, 90th minute, Steven Gerrard flips it up over his head on the half volley right there, and the keeper gets a piece of it, but there's no stopping the power of Steven Gerrard's shot from outside the 18-yard box. Keeper could do nothing more than parry it into the side netting, and that's how that one's going to end at 6-0. And we are well on our way here through the first round of the tournament in the Advanced Cup. Moving on to the second round at this point, just defeating Merchant FC, rolling with the Bristol Rovers badge. Our badge, if you guys were wondering, I think it's from the Serie B. It's the FC Chicken or Rooster, or that's not the actual name, obviously, but it's a chicken and rooster, or we're ready to get into some cockfights, I suppose. Get things, those things can get a bit vicious. So I am told, give our players some fitness that should see us through the end of the tournament, as it's been a little while since we've given them all proper fitness cards. Come up against Street Dream and El Salvador FC 3-4-1-2. A little bit more advanced version of my formation, but oh yeah, it's slalom time. Welcome to the slopes, Daniel Sturridge. Welcome back, and he is free, and that's going to be a penalty. He definitely got clipped a little bit right there. But that is the power of that skill dribble. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably compile a bunch of the better skill dribble sequences that I've had recently. And that's how I'll kind of go about doing a tutorial on how I do what I do, slow those down, and then give you guys a 411 on that. And a 411 is just kind of an expression. That's if you want information here in the States, you just dial 411 and it sends you to someone that'll give you whatever information you want. Nice work here from Steven Gerrard, showing off his 3-star skills and an easy little finesse shot right into the back of the net that put us up 2-0 in the 9th minute of this match, and we are not going to be stopping there. Gerrard again getting free, and Berbatov does an excellent job to stay on sides right there, and he's going to do what he does best, those silky smooth skills, the little bit of ball control, gets back in there, and his finesse shot, he's got 90 shooting. I'm not sure what finishing he has, but decides to bounce it off of both posts, go a little and one, give me the heel click, and that's the 16th minute. So at this point, this match is pretty much over. Sturridge on his right foot, sees Steven Gerrard on the volley. Actually, it's another half volley, but he rifles it into the back of the net. An absolute thunderbolt from Steven Gerrard. I think that was actually maybe top net, which is, of course, the best net. We'll get another look at that to make sure and see. But if it wasn't top, it was certainly side netting, and it was just side netting at that. Little unfortunate there. But he eventually breaks free, and he just crushes that. Goes off the post, down and into the top net, 45th minute to put him 4-1. But we are back in the 90th minute right here. Great, brilliant pass from Steven Gerrard. His passing is excellent. Sees Berbatov free at the far post, does all bright. A little diving header from the Bulgarian striker. He's still got it. He says, give me some minutes, Sir Alex. I want to prove myself. Obviously, he won't be there for Man U next season. Obviously, well, more than likely he will not be, but I guess crazier things have happened. But that is 5-1, and this guy tries to do a little dribble sequence. We steal it right back, and we are again on the break, giving it to Berbatov. Spins outside nice and easy, does a little advanced rainbow, bullies on by, a little heel-to-heel chop again, swoop right there, little touch, and finishes it clinically. That's how this episode is going to end. If you guys did enjoy this episode of my Path to Power, please do remember to leave a rating. Lets me know how you guys are feeling and what you are thinking. Other than that, I will be trying to do a live stream today, so please stay tuned to my Twitter, which is @AirJapesFIFA, to know when it's going to go down. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.